So in case of haptics, how do you use your touch? For example, when you're talking to your friend, instead of doing a handshake, what you're doing, you are maybe touching, like in covid आप बोल रहे हैं कि आप हैंडशेक नहीं करिए, maybe you can touch your elbows. So maybe you can just instead of doing a handshake, maybe you can do a feet shake. So you can just tap your friend's feet, and this is a way of communicating your friendliness. So the way you use your touch is also important in body, in terms of non-verbal communication, especially when we are talking about interpersonal communication, when we are talking about things like स्पोर्ट्स में दो लोग जो आपस में मिलके एक गेम का हिस्सा बनते हैं, टू बैट्समैन आर प्लेइंग टुगेदर, you have you are with your partner, you are playing a double game with your partner maybe, or you are into a football game or something like that. The way you touch your body, the way it responds, that does affect the way the other person would be receiving your message. Then you have kinetic is the body language, body gestures, आपके आई कांटेक्ट, आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज, आपके बॉडी जेस्चर्स जिस तरीके से वर्क करते हैं, दैट यू स्टडी इन किनेसिक. देन यू हैव वोकैलिक्स. वोकैलिक्स वर्ड से समझ में आ रहा है, वोकल यानी कि आपकी जो आवाज की टोन है, पिच है, मॉड्यूलेशन है, वो सारी चीजें जब हम स्टडी करते हैं, देन यू पुट दैट इनटू वोकैलिक्स. एंड देन द लास्ट वन इज प्रोक्सेमिक्स. प्रोक्सेमिक्स का मतलब होता है कितना डिस्टेंस है. हम लोग ये न्यूज़ वैल्यूज़, अगर अभी आप लोग प्रिंट जर्नलिज्म पढ़ेंगे, उसमें भी पढ़ेंगे कि एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एलिमेंट होता है प्रॉक्सिमिटी का, यानी कि जितना ज़्यादा आप एरिया से क्लोज हैं, उस एरिया की न्यूज़ आपके लिए उतनी ही ज़रूरी होती है. सिमिलरली इन नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन, आपका डिस्टेंस, आप जिससे कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं वो कैसा है, उसका असर पड़ता है. अगर आपके सामने खड़ा होकर आपको कोई कुछ बोलता है तो उसका इफेक्ट आप पे ज्यादा पड़ता है, rather than somebody sending you a message through social media, or maybe giving you a call, or maybe writing a letter to you. तो जो आपके डिस्टेंस है उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ता है. अगर you are maybe you're sitting with your friend, or maybe you're sitting with your mother, you're sitting with your sibling, and that person gives you a hug, so you feel more emotionally charged, and then you have much better, you could say, tuning between the other person and you yourself, and then you're able to communicate even the things which are very personal, which are very sensitive for you. So the distance between two people talking, two people communicating, it does have effect on the way communication takes place. So these are the non-verbal things. And then you have verbal, oral and written. When we say oral में आपको हमेशा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा that oral communication doesn't only mean speaking, it does also involve the idea of active listening. So when you have verbal communication, you are speaking, you have your tongue is getting involved, you're uttering the words, the other person is listening to it, so you are having the different types of communication at the same time, at the same point. It is simultaneously working. How it is working? Because when you are creating the message, you are speaking it, the other person is receiving it at the same time. This might not happen with the written communication. Written communication में हो सकता है ये नहीं हो, आपने कोई लेटर लिखा है, आपने कोई पोएम लिखी है, कोई आर्टिकल लिखा है, कोई स्टोरी लिखी है, वो आप आज लिखेंगे, हो सकता है कोई इसे कल पढ़े, एक घंटे बाद पढ़े, मे बी आफ्टर अ वीक, मे बी आफ्टर 10 days, or even a month. Sometimes we do maintain personal diaries and nobody is there to read it, or maybe sometimes suddenly somebody will find it and read it. तो वो रिटन कम्युनिकेशन में ये जो टाइम है ये बदल सकता है, लेकिन ओरल में ऐसा नहीं होता है. ओरल में इवन इफ यू आर calling somebody on phone, you are speaking, the other person is listening. Even if you're sorry you are saying it face to face, then you're speaking, the other person is listening. So oral communication will let you know a lot through non-verbal communication. This is what I'm trying to say. ओरल कम्युनिकेशन अगर चाहे फेस टू फेस हो, चाहे टेलीफोन पे, अगर टेलीफोन पे भी है तो भी आपकी वॉइस टोन, आपका पिच, आपका वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन बहुत कुछ सामने वाले को एक्सप्रेस कर सकता है, लेकिन रिटन कम्युनिकेशन में ऐसा नहीं है. रिटन कम्युनिकेशन मीन्स दैट whatever you want to convey, it has to be conveyed through the written words. There is no other way to communicate much इन रिटन कम्युनिकेशन। ओरल में ऐसा नहीं है, ओरल में आपके पास बहुत स्कोप होता है। अगर आप शब्दों को बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं करना चाहते हैं, आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज विल टेल। मे बी यू आर सेइंग to somebody that you don't want a thing, but your face is saying that you really want it. You know, you want to go out, and the other person is maybe your friend, your sibling is asking you to go out, and then you're saying no. But it is conveying, your face is conveying, your tone is conveying that you really want to go out. But in written communication it is not there. You are supposed to write it. अगर आप written communication में मैसेज देना चाहते हो तो आपको लिखना पड़ेगा that although I was saying that I don't want to go out, but internally I was very much interested in going out. So you are supposed to write it in written communication, but when it comes to oral, you can convey a lot through your non-verbal different clues. आप अपने इन clues के through बहुत कुछ बता सकते हैं. So we talked about active listening also here. Active listening भी एक important part है communication का. अगर आपके सामने कोई कुछ बोल रहा है but you are not listening to it, you know, you are not actively listening, you are a passive listener. आप बैठे हैं, आपके कान में आवाज, because you know ear, they cannot be shut down to something, to some kind of voice, so the voice is going, but you are not taking that message and doing the processing in your brain, in your mind, because you are not actively listening, it is just going to your mind. This happens when you switch on your TV and you engage yourself into some other work. The TV is playing, the voice is also displaying the visuals, but you are doing your work and it is only a background noise in your environment. तो ये भी एक एक्ट ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन है. अदर देन दिस वी ऑल्सो हैव विजुअल कम्युनिकेशन. Visual communication is the communication that happens through visuals. हम सबसे ज़्यादा इस ही communication के contact में होते हैं. How? The moment we are born, our eyes, they are open to receive visual messages. We see our mother, we see our father before even orally saying that they are our mother, father, or writing it down. Visually you receive the message. So visual communication is one type of communication that starts from the moment you are born and you open your eyes, and it continues till the moment, to the last moment when you die and you close your eyes. Even when you are sleeping, when you dream, the dream is also a form of visual communication. It is imaginary, but nonetheless a visual communication. So visual communication is also an important part, because when you make a PowerPoint presentation, you use visuals. When you go to social media, the images that you have, you use visuals. Even the entire working of social media in terms of your desktop screen, your laptop screen, your mobile screen, it is visual. You do see a text, but it has to be visually there. Then you talk about films, you talk about TV programs, daily soaps, song albums, and many other things. Even the games that we see, we are not able to go and sit in the stadium, so we have TV. Even if we go out there in the stadium, then we see it visually through our eyes. So the maximum communication message that we receive throughout our life is through visual communication, and you have a very separate subject of visual communication in your third semester. This is about on the basis of channels used. So these are the channels: verbal, non-verbal, and then you have visual communication. We talked about on the basis of people involved, and here it is on the basis of approach. आपकी approach क्या है communication की? One is formal, another is informal. So जब हम फॉर्मल कम्युनिकेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, वी हैव अपवर्ड कम्युनिकेशन, डाउनवर्ड कम्युनिकेशन, vertical communication, horizontal communication, and diagonal communication. In informal communication we have grapevine communication, और जो grapevine communication है उसके अलग अलग sections है. So one by one we'll talk about it. Number one, this upward communication. So I will use an arrow here to explain. Upward means when you are, because I'm saying formal, formal means official communication. Upward means when you are engaging yourself with your boss or your higher authorities. That is upward communication. Downward, when you're engaging yourself in communication with your subordinates. जब आप अपने जो subordinates हैं यानी कि जो आप से lower position पे officially lower, okay, don't get into social lower terms, whether people talk about caste or religion. Here we are talking official lower level, that is in terms of hierarchy of your management. Subordinates जो आपसे नीचे की पोजीशन पे काम कर रहे हैं, अगर if you are a professor then you would be having associate professor, assistant professor, clerical people. So downward. Then vertical means both upward and downward, but in terms of straight line, that is either with bosses or with subordinates. Horizontal is straight line but on the same plane. You talking to your colleague, you talking to maybe for example, if I am the assistant professor, so all the faculty members of this department will be on this plane. If I talk to Ankita ma'am, if I talk to Sonia ma'am, if I talk to anybody else other than the HOD. HOD will become vertical because he is my boss here. And then you have diagonal. Diagonal means when you go inter-department. I belong to mass communication department and I am talking to maybe to higher authority, to HOD of some other department, or maybe to subordinate of some other department. Let's say agriculture department. So that will be a diagonal communication. Now there comes one point. What if I say that this communication जो मैं बात कर रही हूँ अपने बॉस से वो फॉर्मल नहीं है. I'm not writing an email to him. I'm going and talking to him. So will you call it formal communication or you will call it informal communication? Here the idea comes that if I am talking to my boss but the result of this conversation will ultimately be a formal communication. मैंने कल भी इसका example दिया था. जैसे मुझे अगर मान लीजिए I want to take a leave tomorrow. So what I do before writing the email for leave, I go and talk to my HOD. I ask him, sir, I'm thinking to take a leave tomorrow. Shall I do it? And he unofficially he says कि yes, you can do it, but please draft an email first and then I'll be approving it. So although I went and talked informally, but the end result was formal. So you would be putting up that here in vertical communication or upward communication here. But when we get to informal communication, the idea changes. How it changes? If you are doing a single chain informal casual communication where it is more about passing on the information that you have received, or sharing something that formally you shouldn't be sharing. So you have these sections of communication. Number one is single chain, that is I am the one who has started it. Just a second, I'll remove the text here, confusing हो जाएगा नहीं तो. So when we say single chain, single chain will start from me, A, I am A, I have passed on to B, B has passed on to C, C has passed on to D, and then likewise. So it is going in a chain. मैंने एक जने को बताया कोई भी information. For example, I am receiving an information that one of the person is about to leave, or maybe we are starting a new course. और आपने एक को बताया, एक ने फिर दूसरे को, फिर तीसरे को, and then the chain is working. Then you have gossip chain. I am at the center, the one who is starting the gossip. I have told one person, I have also told one other person, then another person. I am the one who is creating all the gossip. So that will be your gossip chain. Like that, one person at the center of informal communication. Then you have probability chain. Probability से मतलब होता है कि chances हैं कि किसी ने भी किसी को भी बताया हो सकता है. So you don't have a proper shape here. यहाँ किसी भी तरह का shape नहीं है. It is possible कि मैंने A ने B को बताया हो, but this is also possible that B already knew it and then B has already told to C. So there could be any shape. You don't have a proper specific shape in probability chain. And then you have the last one, which is cluster. Cluster से मतलब क्या होता है? एक जगह एक गुट बन जाना, एक ग्रुप बन जाना. और क्लस्टर कम्युनिकेशन जो है वो इस तरीके से होता है. I have told to one B and then this B is going and telling to other people. So ये उनका cluster बन जाएगा. I have also told to somebody C and then this is going and telling to somebody else. And then there will be one more cluster formed here. So this is cluster chain in terms of informal कैजुअल कम्युनिकेशन. और हम जब ये कैजुअल कम्युनिकेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, देन सीरियसली द आइडिया that is at the bottom line that you need to understand the biggest difference between formal and informal communication is that formal communication will always have predefined channels of communication to use, predetermined ways of communication to use. Informal communication will never have such predefined ideas. You can talk in the way you want to talk. You want to use one language, use it. You want to mix in other language, you do. You want to know shout at somebody, you want to use abusive words, you want to be very casual using slangs. So you could be cursing somebody, which you will never do in formal communication. So here the idea of communication is not bounded by any kind of rules and regulation. So these are the different types of communication for you on the basis of people involved, on the basis of channels, on the basis of approach. ये सारे ही communication हमारे लिए समझने ज़रूरी हैं, और इसलिए ज़रूरी है समझना क्योंकि आप इनमें से किसी का भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं depending on what intention you have, what end result you want, how would you like to like your message to be received by the audience. I will give you one or two more examples about this. For example, you are going for an interview. आपको एक इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रहे हैं, आपका प्लेसमेंट होने वाला है, and you will be giving interview, oral communication. You might have to go for a written test, written communication. You might have to show the way you can use camera, the way you can do editing. It could be visual communication. But if it is just limited to oral communication, oral interview, then you have your non-verbal clues to use. You are supposed to maintain the time constant because they won't be giving all the time to you. आपके अलावा और भी वहाँ पर candidates होंगे, तो आपको एक time के अंदर अपने बारे में बताना होगा. अगर वो बोलते हैं कि please explain about yourself in a paragraph or maybe in 2-3 lines, so you have to choose best words to describe what you are, who you are, according to the job that you have applied for in those 2-3 lines. तो आप समझ रहे हैं कि कितना आपको कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा अपनी बॉडी लैंग्वेज को, अपनी नर्वसनेस को, अपने पिच को, अपनी टोन को, मॉड्यूलेशन को. सो दीज आर द थिंग्स दैट यू नीड टू कंट्रोल. Let's say you are listening to a lecture, then you are supposed to involve yourself into active listening. आप passive listening नहीं कर सकते. You have some issues going on, you can go for interpersonal communication, talk to yourself, or you might find maybe your best friend, maybe your brother, your sister, and go for some good interpersonal communication and find where the issue is and how you can resolve it. So maybe because of lockdown you have not meet your friends, you have not seen them from a while, so you would like to sit in a group with them and enjoy maybe some very light conversation, maybe would like to sing something or like to just discuss something, sit around for a while. So there are different ways of communication, and maybe you are interested just going to a theater and watch a movie in a cinema hall in a PVR. So there are different ways of communication that you need to understand किस तरीके से होते हैं, क्या इनका आइडिया है, and how we can improve on becoming a better communicator on all of these except the informal communication. ये जो informal communication है, this has a little negative tone, but because we are human and we will always have this informal communication. The best way is that even if you have gossip, it should be more productive rather than being destructive for your organization or for yourself. So that is all for today's lecture. Is it clear?